Like many other rivers, the river Pamba and the district of Pattanamthitta share a relationship that is evident in the traditions followed, festivals celebrated, and the culture that prevails in the region. In this socio-cultural fabric, a phenomenal event that takes place in the region is the annual pilgrimage to Sabarimala. Thousands of pilgrims take a holy dip in the river Pamba before proceeding to the shrine of Lord Ayyappa at the top of the Sabari hill. The river Pamba, further down its course, enters the serene village of Aranmula. The sandbanks of the river Pamba near Koranjeri witness yet another gathering of spiritual and religious significance. One of the largest conclaves of Christians in Asia, the Maramman Convention, draws thousands of devotees. A unique, traditional know-how has its genesis in Aranmula. It is the making of a special kind of mirror, popularly known as the Aranmula Kannadi. It is made of metal mixtures. The Vijnana Kalavidi here at Aranmula is a center of repute that continues to play a significant role in sharing of knowledge and training in some of the traditional art forms of Kerala, including martial arts. These are taught in the traditional Gurukula mode. The Vastu Vidya Gurukulam, also at Aranmula, has its activities centered on the preservation and promotion of the traditional architecture of Kerala as well as mural painting. Close to Aranmula, a ritualistic ancient art form called Padayani offers visitors an unforgettable visual treat. Wearing masks of different shapes and sizes, the performers of Padayani sing and dance in a style unique to it. The river Pamba and Aranmula generate a special interest for its visitors, and the temple dedicated to Lord Parthasarathi on its banks occupies a significant place in the daily life of the people here. During Onam, the grand festival of Kerala that celebrates plenitude, togetherness and prosperity, the village of Aranmula too becomes busy with festivities. On the Uttradam day, the Thiruvonatthoni, the divine boat of Lord Krishna, the presiding deity at the Parthasarathi temple in Aranmula, reaches the Kattur Mahavishnu temple. Led by the senior member of Mangattu Illam, the ancestral house of a Brahmin family, the Thiruvonatthoni is loaded with vegetables and other ingredients for the special feast offered to Lord Krishna, the presiding deity of the Parthasarathi temple at Aranmula. The feast is held on the Thiruvonam day, the most auspicious day during the Onam festival. By dusk, the Thiruvonathoni leaves Kattur for Aranmula. Traditionally, snake boats accompany the Thiruvonathoni on its way to the Parthasarathi temple in Aranmula. As per belief, when this tradition began, the Thiruvonathoni came under the attack of enemies. This prompted people from surrounding regions of Aranmula to send their respective snake boats every year on this occasion to protect the Thiruvonathoni from enemy attacks. It is believed that this practice later evolved into an offering to Lord Parthasarathi in the form of snake boat race, held on the Uttirattadi day, which later became popular as the Aranmula Uttirattadi Vallamkali. As dawn breaks on the Thiruvonam day, the Thiruvonathoni reaches the temple of Lord Parthasarathi in Aranmula with ingredients for the special feast offered to the presiding deity on the same day. The items for the feast are then taken inside the temple. Valla Sadhya, a mass feast, is an offering by devotees to the presiding deity of the Parthasarathi temple at Aranmula. The oarsmen from adjoining geographical regions are formally invited by the devotee conducting the Valla Sadhya. The oarsmen arrive at the temple in their respective snake boats and are given a traditional welcome. Following this, the oarsmen enter the temple premises singing Vanchipatta, which means Song of the Boat. The songs are sung in praise of Lord Krishna. The oarsmen go in procession around the temple and later attend ceremonies and offer prayers inside the temple before proceeding to take part in the Valla Sadhya. In the meantime, the preparations for the mass feast, the Valla Sadhya, has already begun. Around 40 food items are to be served during the feast. The oarsmen of different snake boats, as well as other sections of devotees, attend the feast. A sumptuous feast is first laid on a plantain leaf in front of Lord Parthasarathi. Soon, Valla Sadhya, the grand feast, begins at the Uttupura, the large dining hall inside the temple. And as per the tradition, those partaking in the feast demand food items by singing in the Vanchipatta style. The boats competing in the snake boat race, the Uttirattadi Vallamkali, come from nearby as well as far-off places situated along the course of the river Pamba. These boats represent various geographical units and are known by the names of the regions they represent. On the race day, one can witness a flurry of activities which have been followed traditionally ever since the race began. Senior citizens, enthusiastic brigade of youngsters, spirited supporters, all get involved in the ceremonial procedures that eventually take the majestic Palliyodam, the snake boat, considered as the divine boat of Lord Parthasarathi, onto the waters of the river Pamba. The members of the competing team go for a final round of checks to ensure that their gears are in battle-ready condition. Oars of various sizes are put in place. Required decorations of the snake boat are done, followed by ceremonies and prayers before the snake boat departs for the race. The snake boat race at Aranmula is a fine example of a village community's love and respect for tradition and their wholehearted involvement without inhibitions. The oarsmen get ready as the time nears to join fellow competitors of the race. Singing songs in praise of Lord Parthasarathi, the snake boat moves towards a point near the Parthasarathi temple to take part in the pageantry prior to the race. A couple of hours past mid-noon, the spectacular pageantry of the snake boats begin, to the delight of the onlookers. Snake boats in batches of 3 and 4 row together with the oarsmen singing Vanchipata. The glint from the sequined parasols of the snake boats, moving parallel to each other, adds beauty to the visual delight of the spectators. Supporters and visitors from far-off places are literally treated to a grand visual feast by the majestic snake boats. Towards the conclusion of the pageantry, the snake boats fall in for the preliminary rounds of the race. Time has come to test the tenacity of the oarsmen and the capabilities of the boats. As the spectators wait anxiously, the first set of snake boats begins the race. The oars pierce the water in unison. The helmsmen maintain the direction and balance of the boat, and the snake boats pick up the momentum in response to the rhythmic encouragement rendered by the cheerleaders on board. The excitement is sustained in the races that follow, while the spectators go all out to cheer and support their respective teams till the finishing line. Least affected by the rigors of the preliminary rounds, the final round of the race begins, with oarsmen of respective boats firing on all cylinders. As the excitement mounts during the course of the final race, the encouragement from the spectators reach a feverish pitch. With pride at stake, the boats competing in the final round prepare to give their best shot. The finishing line awaits the winner, and as the winning team crosses it, the rowers lift the oars as a sign of victory. As the supporters of the winning team erupt in joy, the winners collect the trophy, followed by scenes of jubilation and ecstasy. And the victorious team later row past the spectators, acknowledging their cheers and admirations. To the visitors, the river Pamba and the village of Aranmula continue to be the reasons for inspiration and also for evoking curiosity.